Let's go. Let's go. What what a great way. What a great way to end the week. Welcome everybody to the 4 for 4 Philly Fan Podcast. Your home to all 5 Philly sports in the city. Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, and the Philadelphia Union. I cover it all here on the podcast. And the Sixers tonight came back from down 22 points without Embiid against the Indiana Pacers, a pretty good Eastern Conference team. They come back and they win, and man, does it feel good to get that win without Embiid. It was nice. It was really nice. And this guy right here, Ben Simmons, was a force to help jumpstart the comeback. 21 points, 2 blocks, 4 steals, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds, shooting 9 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from free throws. Ben had himself a Ben Simmons game that we know he is accustomed to having. And he played great. The entire team in the second, mainly in the fourth quarter, played really good. Matisse Thybulle and Ben Simmons really did lead the way to victory, along with Tobias Harris on the offensive end. But defensively, Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle were everywhere on the court, getting steals left and right. Matisse and Ben, 8 steals, 4 blocks combined. 2 dynamic forces on defense. Matisse also scoring a little bit in this one. 8 points for Matisse. 3 of 7, 1 of 4 from 3. But he did get a very clutch and one towards the end of the game. I liked what I saw from Matisse Thybulle today in this one, along with Ben Simmons. These are 2 guys that I am pretty critical on. I do really judge them a little bit more than other players on this team because I know that how good that they can actually be. And I know Matisse Thybulle is not as important to the Sixers as Ben Simmons is, and that's why I'm more critical on Simmons than Matisse, but I am a very critical person on both, and I must say that these 2 definitely did impress me today. They definitely left me leaving that game, leaving my couch to go record a video, happy in this one. And, down 22, we were still down like 16 points in the fourth quarter alone. And we just came back and we won this one, and it was a really nice win to have. Again, we were 0-4 coming into this one without Joel Embiid. It was announced that Embiid was not playing pretty much like 30 minutes before tip-off, which was really annoying, actually. I wanted to see Embiid play against Miles Turner, especially because they were going back and forth, or not really going back and forth, but Miles Turner said something about, like, he knows he can hold his own, pretty much something like that. And he ended up fouling out in this one without Joel Embiid out there on the floor. But it was a very, very, very good win without Embiid. I was loving every second of it. Tobias Harris, again, as I said on the offensive end, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 10 of 19 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 free throws made. Tobias had it going on tonight offensively. And that's exactly what we needed. We had 2 players scoring 20 points, and the 2 players that scored 20-plus were the 2 players that make the most money on this team. So you definitely love to see that as a Sixers fan. Shake Milton, actually, before I get into that, Furkan Korkmaz. Now, I put out a tweet earlier today. If you don't follow me already, my @ is @4for4_fan or 4for4fan. But Furkan Korkmaz was a spark plug as well in the fourth quarter. 17 points for Furkan, 3 of 5 from 3, 6 of 12 from the field. He was shooting some long 2s, a couple 3s. Furkan Korkmaz kind of had it going on in the fourth, and he was a very nice spark plug to have off the bench. But my tweet earlier stated that JJ Redick could be coming to one of 3 teams, Boston, Brooklyn, or Philly. And I said, look, I would not mind having JJ Redick back in Philadelphia. I'm not too sure who I would trade, but I know that I did tell my dad that, I would trade Furkan for JJ straight up. Obviously with some picks, but Furkan for JJ would definitely be something I would do. And I know it's only one game, but Furkan Korkmaz has had these little short spurts in these games that he just turns up, and he played well tonight. 17 points. He was a plus 26 on the night. I'm pretty sure that was a team high. Dwight Howard, as bad as he was in this game, and I'm not saying he was bad, but he could have been better. But he still had 11 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocks, along with, he didn't foul out, which is a plus. And he was also plus 23 on the night. So I do really appreciate that from Dwight Howard. Tony Bradley got the start in this one, finished with 3 points, minus 16, only 4 rebounds. I think that I like Tony Bradley starting off the fact that I think Dwight Howard is more of a bench player than a starter at this point in his career, and that's why I was kind of going with it. But, Dwight Howard came up big when he needed to. He drew the flagrant foul on Miles Turner. Miles Turner wasn't really a factor in this one. 9 points, 5 rebounds, only 1 block. He leads the league in blocks. But, yeah, we kind of held him. Now, Malcolm Brogdon, on the other hand, 25 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, and a block. He had something else to say. Same thing with Aaron Holiday, 17 points in this one. But the Sixers got the win, and that's all I care about. Tyrese Maxey scoring 9 points, Matisse 8, Shake 9. I like to see that from the younger crew in this system. I like seeing that. I know that Shake can score more than, 9 points. But Ben Simmons had it going on in the third. To end the second, Tobias Harris was pretty good all game. Furkan Korkmaz turned up in the fourth. Matisse Thybulle was a force on defense. This was a very good come-from-behind win for the Sixers. I really do like to see that. Danny Green and Seth Curry were really non-factors in this one. They had 15 points combined. Curry had 9 and Danny Green had 6. They didn't play the best, games that we have played. And then defensively, you can't really have Seth Curry out there when you're down 16 points in the fourth. You needed to throw Matisse out there, and he did exactly what, Matisse Thybulle does, and that's play really, 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 really good defense, helping the Sixers to get 6 stops, 4 steals and 2 blocks, and same thing with Ben Simmons down at the end of the floor. I love this win. This was a very much needed, confidence boost win for this squad with minus Embiid. Now, I need Embiid to play this game 100%. I don't know who really said that he wasn't good to go, but he just played Friday, and, he needs to play in this one 100%. You're playing a good Eastern Conference team, a good Eastern Conference matchup, two big men going back and forth. Miles Turner, Domantas Sabonis. I think he had a pretty solid game himself. He had 21 too. So you really had 3 players, kind of going up against our 3 players. 17, 25, and 21 were Aaron Holiday, Malcolm Brogdon, and Domantas Sabonis. And 27, 21, and 17 was Furkan, Ben, and Tobias for the Sixers. But one team got the W, and one team is going home, actually staying home with an L, while we go fly out to Charlotte for a Wednesday night game there. And I like watching my teams play. I like watching the Sixers. I like watching the Flyers. But this is going to be a nice 2-day break for both of these teams. The Flyers recap video will be out after this one. But I'm very impressed with this team tonight. I'm very satisfied with the win. They looked good in the fourth quarter, and that's what mattered the most. We get the win tonight, 119-110, beating the Indiana Pacers from a comeback fashion, down 22 points in this one. Ben Simmons, 21 points, 6 turnovers. that he made 2 blocks and 4 steals. Matisse Thybulle, huge in the fourth quarter. Same thing with Furkan Korkmaz and Tobias Harris. Furkan, 17 points off the bench. Tobias, 27 points in this one. And Matisse Thybulle also getting 4 steals and 2 blocks as well. Dwight Howard was also pretty big in this one with a double-double, 11 and 15. Rebounds and points. This was a good win. It was a very good way to, end this week. I know it's Sunday and I know it's the beginning of a new week, but school is kind of like my week. So it was a good week. You re-signed JT, DD, Sirianni's introduced as head coach. Sixers beat the Lakers. They beat the Timberwolves. They go 3-1 this week. Flyers go 4-0. Beautiful week for Philadelphia sports. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the 4for4 Philly Fan Podcast. This is your host. If you are new, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I am out. Peace. Make sure to go check out my Flyers video after this. Peace. Go Sixers, baby.